Hi guys, bradamckinnon here. Welcome to another video. Today I'm showing you how I fix a hole in plasterboard wall. You can see here this has just had a bit of a ding, and what I'm doing is I'm just got a new piece of plasterboard already cut, just big enough to cover the hole, and I just put an arrow there just to make sure that I put it in the same way. And what I'm going to do, just mark around that new piece, and then what I'm going to do is cut just 10 mils inside that line that I've marked, and you'll see why in a little bit. What I'm going to end up doing is cutting a angle on both pieces of plasterboard, so when I fit the new piece it won't fall into the hole. So yeah, so you can, if you've got a multi-tool, you can do this part using a multi-tool. I'm just using my Stanley knife. This is an old house, so it's old plasterboard, so it was quite tough, quite hard to cut, so it just takes a bit extra time with the knife. And you can see here now I'm just cutting that plasterboard back to the line I've marked on a 45-degree angle, right round all four sides, and you can see the line on the top there. I'm just cutting back, just the outside edge is coming back to the line. It's got that 45-degree angle right round, and what I'll do is I'll do exactly the same on the new piece of plasterboard. You can just check there that it's looking good, and there you can see there just doing the same on that piece there, the 45-degree angle all the way around. So when we fit that, it's not going to fall in the hole, and you can just, what you want to do is just make sure that it's perfectly flush all around, or it can just be sitting in a little bit rather than being proud. We don't want it being proud. So just have it just inside the wall line. And what I'm going to do now is mix up a bit of plaster. I am using a plaster adhesive, Cornice bond or Cove bond, and I just had a couple of offcuts of plasterboard there that I'm just going to use as back blocks. So just putting some of that plaster adhesive on there and just sticking it on the back there, just for a bit of extra strength. And then what I'm going to do is just put on a heap of plaster all the way around, and then I'll do the same on the new piece. Just make sure this heaps goes on and it all sort of overlaps onto the paper there, because that's where it's going to stick the best. Again, this is a plaster adhesive, so you're going to get the strength out of that rather than just a taping compound. And there, just place that in. See the arrows, still got the arrow facing up. You want to just so you know it's going in the right way. And then we'll just clean off the excess plaster there. Make sure that the new piece is sitting in, not sitting proud. Just got to keep tapping it till it just goes nice and flush. And there's no chance of that falling in to the wall. And if someone ever leans on it, there's no chance of it falling in or breaking. And once that's set and dried, we'll come back and we're going to tape it. So now I'm using a pre-mixed air drying compound, just a multi-purpose. And I've got some fiberglass tape there. Had to use two pieces because one piece wouldn't cover. I'm just going to push that into the, hold one edge, push it in so it doesn't pull, and then just force out the excess plaster, and then we're just going to cover the whole lot. And what I'm doing there is going around just to avoid getting sort of falling off the edge of the tape. So it just keeps, I'm sort of filling those edges of the tape. And we're going to let that dry, come back the next day, and we're just going to give it a scrape now that it's dried. You can give it a sand if you want, just takes off any edges. You can see there I've actually been retaping. This is an old room, the wallpaper's come off, and I've just been retaping all the joints when they're taped because they're going to paint it. So just and I'll eventually skim the whole walls, but for now we're just filling this hole, patching this hole, and then just using my hawk and trowel, I'm just going to fill it one way. Put it on and sort of wipe it off until you're happy. And I'm just going to use my knife and just clean off the edges. Try and get as nice as I can. And that's that one coat done. And then once that's dry, we're going to come back and I'm just going to coat it the other way, the opposite way. So we're sort of filling any indentations both ways. Same again, put it on and sort of clean it off till it's nice and flat. Just clean the edges off. And that's pretty much it, really. And just to show you what I was doing to this room, once that was all done, I fully skimmed all these walls and then just giving a whole lot of sand. So what you can do, if you're just doing a patch in a pretty new wall, you just give that a sand. There's no need to skim it all, and nice light sand with some 220 grit sandpaper, and then you can paint it. Yeah, so that's how I would patch a hole. That's the professional way of doing it. There's a number of ways. I'll show you some more in the next videos, but I hope you enjoyed that one. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.